Now then, and welcome back to the channel. So it's been ages since I've done a video. Been really busy with work and my shed and all that sort of stuff. But I have been painting stuff. Just been a bit tired and I just couldn't really be bothered to get the camera out and start filming things and stuff. But I've been enjoying everyone else's videos. Been not commenting massively, but I've been plenty of likes and plenty of views as well. Anyway. So what I've been doing, so as you can see there, I've been messing about with some Lord of the Rings stuff. So my wife got me the Battle of the Pelennor Fields box set a couple of years ago for Christmas. I felt quite guilty that it was just sat there in a box unpainted, so I started painting some of them. And there goes my phone. And Paul Alba actually gave me a shed load, I mean a big box full of Lord of the Rings stuff a couple of years ago as well, so I've been adding some of that to it. So stuff like these metal character models and things at the front were all from Paul, as was the bolt thrower there. Yeah, I've stripped all the paint off them and repainted them. There's at the front there, it's slightly blurry out. Let's see if we can get them to focus. There we go. Yeah, so what we've got a couple of the characters from the movies and the books. I can't remember what their names are. Gorbag, I believe that one is. That one's a generic Mordor Orc captain. That one's Shagrat. His net to catch hobbitses. And this one is Gorfang, I think. Yeah, painted the skin tones in various shades from green to brown to almost a sort of Caucasian type skin tone, but then with a slight greeny tinge to it, so it just looked ill. The Witch King of Angmar. This is the old metal model. It actually painted up quite nice. After I'd stripped all of the existing paint off him, cleaned him up, painted him myself. He looks alright. He's quite an old figure, and he was quite battered when I got him, so yeah, he's not too bad, is he? He looks alright. Yes, there's a Witch King of Angmar. There's 3 Metal Orc Bowmen. Very different from your standard goblins and things that you get from Games Workshop. Really do like them. They kind of remind me of the old classic Citadel miniatures from years and years ago. Loads of character in them. And then at the back there you can see big massive plastic Morannon Orcs that come in the box set. Just speed paint my way through all those. Just grab a couple to show you. There's one. Yeah, I didn't go mad with the painting on these, just got them done. But they look okay. Again, various tones, skin tones, green, brown, off-white colours, some of them, and things like that. Standard bearer at the back. That's a metal one that Paul gave me. Painted the eyesore one on there. Not coming up very well because it's a bit dark. Yeah, I saw one on there. Hopefully you can see that okay. And then this one, a slight conversion I made. I just made another standard bearer. I don't know if I need one or not. Just cut one of these guys' swords off, put some metal rod in, and that's the tin foil stuff out the top of a coffee lid. Chopped it to shape, put it in. And then the last thing I did was paint this troll, the Mordor Troll. Now this is the first time I've ever tried oil washes. I've been watching people paint with oil paints for quite a while on YouTube and things, and I always wanted to give it a go, so I had some vouchers for the art shop, local art shop that I got for Christmas a while ago now. Got myself down there, got some oil paints, got some odourless thinners, and basically all I did was I painted the base colours on, then made up a brown wash with the thinners and the oil paint and just slapped it all over it, left it for 24 hours, and then got some cotton buds with a bit of thinner on and just gently rubbed over everywhere. I wanted the the colour underneath to come through, and what it does is that effect. It leaves all the shading in the recesses and things. I quite like it. It's really quick to do as well. Less of drying time, of course. It's the only downside, I suppose. And because it was odourless thinners and stuff, it doesn't stink the entire house out with the smell of thinners. Yeah, so it looks pretty good. I did rush him a bit. You can see the mould, well, not the mould lines, the join lines on his shoulders and stuff, which is annoying me now. I thought I could hide it with the paint, but with the thinners, it just with the oil wash, it just gets into every little recess and really shows it up. So lesson learned. Hopefully I'll get better at that. It's something I'm going to persevere with. My wife's back. Be back in a minute. Okay, so those of you curious then, the thinners I used is this one. It's the Daily Rowney Oil Mediums Low Odour Thinner. It does have a slight smell, but it's nothing like, you know, what you'd find with white spirit and stuff. You get that from most art shops and stuff. So it's quite cheap. And the oil paint I use, I got 3 to start me off. I got a burnt sienna, an ivory black, and burnt umber. And these are the Daily Rowney Georgian oil. They're quite cheap, but they do the job perfectly, I think. They seem to work. So that's the oil paints I used. So what else have I been painting? Let's have a look. Okay, so another thing I've been doing then is working on some more 6mm Wars of the Roses stuff. So what I've done is I've added quite a few more bases of mounted troops. So there's just an example of one. These are mounted men-at-arms or mounted nobles. I've probably got far too many of them now. But battles like Blore Heath and Bosworth, and in fictional scenarios as well, they'll come in handy. I've also started making bases of foot nobles or foot men-at-arms in full harness or in full plate armour. Originally my idea was that they'd all be mixed in together, but since I've got the tested resolve rules, they do make a differentiation between the retinue troops and the household troops. So 2 of these bases together like that will be a unit of household, and then 2 bases of cavalry like that will be a mounted household unit. So just to get those into the game really. And then I've added some bases of Kern, Irish Kern. So these are just the Celtic slingers, or Celtic javelinmen, sorry, from Bacchus, and I just painted them, instead of painting them all flesh colours and stuff, I just painted them as if they've got clothes on. I think I've kind of got away with it. Irish Kern, I think they'll do the job nicely. Yeah, so it's just a little taster of some of the stuff I've painted. I've painted actually quite a lot. I'm going to save that for its own video really. We'll have a closer look at all those lot. The next thing I did was I've been working on my French Napoleonics for Blucher. Let's just see if I can brighten this up a little bit. It's because I keep moving my hands around. Yeah, so there's a unit, a French line regiment, classed as a brigade in Blucher. So you've got the 1st, 2nd and 3rd battalions there. But again, I'll save all the work I've been doing on my 6mm French for its own kind of little series of videos. But it's the kind of thing you can look forward to if you subscribe to the channel, or if you're interested. I'll post a little series of videos on those. A couple of other random things. I managed to get hold of this. Now this is a 1998 special edition miniature from Games Day US. So it's quite an old figure, so fairly rare I suppose as well. I managed to get hold of this. I paint it up as if it's a commissar to go with my Valhallans, though I reckon she might be a bit cold. Yeah, so there's that. Looks okay. Quite an old figure. And then another little thing I've been doing that I did was I rebased my big spider. Let's just zoom out because that's quite horrible, isn't it? still horrible. Yeah, but I spent loads of time doing the base on this, and it was on a square base. So what I did was I just rounded the edges off, stuck the original square base onto this. God, I can't even pick it up. This massive plastic base, and then just blended it in. And I even made some, like, these little mushrooms and things I made out of milliput. Made them myself and stuck them in. Yeah, I think it looks a lot better on his big dinner plate base. Yeah, so there's the big horrible spider. I should have warned you I was going to bring that on. I'm giving people a heart attack with it. Yeah, so there's just a little taste of the little thick bits and pieces that I've been working on over the last month or so. Hopefully I'll get back to a bit more regular posting and give you a bit of an update on where the ops room is, or the shed. It's getting there, that's all I'll say. It's very much getting there. So I'll speak to you soon. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.